Hi, my name is Faraz Ahmed. This is my co-founder, Mateen Adbbul, and we're the co-founders of Grassroots Energy. We're ending energy poverty and enabling soil regeneration in rural India. We're turning waste to gold, and we'll talk about how we're going to make that happen. Okay, so the problem. This is Mohan. He's a dairy farmer in northern India. He in a province called Bihar, and he has a lot of problems. And part of that really is rooted in he makes his living off of his land. So the soil is where his livelihood comes from, and his soil is being degraded over time. As he tries to make more money growing crops and feeding his cattle, that soil becomes less and less valuable to him. The topsoil is eroded. The productivity of the yields goes down because he's using chemical fertilizers, basically poor agricultural inputs, whatever he has access to. He also has limited access to renewable energy. In addition to that, he also has, as you can see, poor waste management systems in place. So what happens with that waste that's produced is it seeps into the ground, the water is contaminated, pathogens are created, people get sick. And on top of that, he has a problem that we all have, which is livestock generally contributes about 10% to greenhouse gases for global warming. And on top of all of these problems, he's literally standing in a toilet. So how do we solve this? We have what we think is an integrated solution that can help address some of the problems that he's facing. So as a farmer, he doesn't need, we're going to take his waste from him. So the thing that he wants to get rid of is what we're going to take, and in exchange for that waste, we're going to provide him a number of inputs that makes his existing business work better, which includes quality feed, access to veterinary medicine, and some best practices on farming. We're going to take that waste and we're going to process it through biodigesters, which we have some proprietary technology to improve the efficiency of the production of gas. And we're going to turn that into two products. One is compressed natural gas, and the other is enriched organic fertilizer. Then we're going to distribute those products, the natural gas through an energy partner, and the organic fertilizer through a cooperative. And that cooperative comes back to Mohan. So he ends up having a very integrated ecosystem in which his existing problem turns into a great solution for him and for the community. Now, the other great thing about this process is everybody in the value chain benefits. So we know that Mohan's getting a lot better business, an improved business operation from what he previously had. Natural gas costs 30% less, so consumers in that area are now getting access to renewable energy at a lower rate. The organic fertilizer results in 20% increase in yield, so the farmers are benefiting from that. Our distribution partner on the energy side now has access to customers that were previously priced out of their business, so they're expanding their customer base. And the cooperative is making margins on the sale of the fertilizer. And for our place, the biogas digesters, or where Grassroots Energy is, we're making a gross margin on the development and the distribution of these products. Now, what makes us unique? It's possible to find organic fertilizer and compressed natural gas in India in many different places. So why are we different? The real difference for us is we're taking a very decentralized, distributed approach, ecosystem approach that involves a community and creates, basically it takes the resources, the waste that's in the area, processes it into valuable outputs, and distributes that in the area where that resource was originally originating from. So we've eliminated this whole distribution infrastructure around trucking fertilizer, trucking compressed natural gas all around the country, which increases the cost, prices people out, and reduces the quality of the product. We also have certain technologies, particularly around the compression of natural gas, as well as the production of biogas, that increases efficiency and reduces the size of those systems required in order for them to be economically viable in these environments. So we've taken compression of natural gas, which typically requires much larger infrastructure, into a much smaller size system that allows it to work in these types of areas. Now, don't take my word for it. We've developed strategic partnerships with people who see us as an opportunity to get their products into the field. So we're not a biogas system manufacturer. We're more of a systems enabler. So we've partnered with Sistema Biobolsa, which is a biogas manufacturer, system manufacturer, and they see us as an opportunity for them to get their product in the field. In addition, on natural gas, HP is one of the largest oil and gas distributors in India, and they've partnered with us. They don't see us as a competitor. They've partnered with us because they know by decentralizing our approach to production, we can generate and distribute gas at a lower cost than they can in their centralized model. So they're partnering with us to reach more customers because they understand the economics behind how we're making this happen. In addition, Tata Trust sees the same situation with fertilizer. It's very difficult for them to get organic quality fertilizer into the hands of consumers in rural areas, given the centralized way in which they produce it. So by decentralizing, we've created that value proposition for them. Mateen?
Thanks, Firas. So over the last 30 months, we have made some significant progress, and we have accomplished by reaching out to over 10,000 people, and we have improved the crop yields by about 15 to 20%. We now have the building blocks to scale up. With capital, we believe we can amplify the impact by reaching out to about 150,000 people over the next 24 months and improve the crop yields by 25 to 30%. So we're currently asking about 800K, of which 300K is soft circled. We are looking at using the capital to deploy the technology of biogas compression, used for working capital and channel development. So we have a strong team with execution capabilities demonstrated over years of time. We have a 10-year working relationship. And we look forward to working with you to transform the rural communities in India. Thank you.